Hi.
Hello, hi.
How are you? Happy Friday afternoon.
Happy Friday afternoon. It is so nice to be a Friday girly.
So nice. I'm dying to hear the rhyme of the day. Can we hear it?
Absolutely. Cough.
Cough,
Well,
cough.
which is she's a very spirited employee, and this show will no longer be on your TV.
Oh.
All this today with the couple's couch. Hi.
Hi, welcome.
What's going on, baby?
It's going good. We went to the gym. That was nice. It was Big Friday energy at the gym.
It was big Friday energy at the gym. I know, and we went on lunch, so it was wild that it was that busy.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, booked and blessed.
Very booked and blessed. But, I still got a good workout in spite of the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got that done.
Made
some food.
Yeah.
What's that crap called? Some stuffed peppers.
Uh-huh.
We made a rendition of stuffed peppers, and last time we made it, I felt like it lacked flavor. Tanner felt like it lacked flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So we really tried today, and it was a lot better, I feel like.
It was a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like them though.
I just don't love peppers in general. And I think I would like them if we could do them the way we had originally talked about more.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll try them again. But they were good. They were good. So should we dive into our stories?
Let's jump in.
Let's
Let's fly in.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, we're flying on in with Spirit Airlines, which I've never flown on, but Spirit seems like they're having a hard time. And this moment, Spirit Airlines worker finally snapped at Karen moaning about her flight during boarding pass check.
Yeah, so I actually saw this video. It was so funny to me because this man has it on his TikTok. I don't know this man's name. Apologies to this man.
Mm-hmm.
But he filmed the whole thing, and the Spirit airline finds a lady. She's in line to go through security. She comes up to her, finds her in the line. She has her little notebook out and her pin. I felt like it was hall monitor vibes.
No, it was such I was like, okay, SpongeBob, hall monitor.
Yeah, so she's has her little pen and paper, and she's like, let me see your boarding pass. And so she looks at her boarding pass, and then she starts writing it down. She's like, you're not getting on your flight. And the lady's like, no, I'm getting on my flight, and tries to shove past her. They kind of shoulder each other a little bit. It wasn't super aggressive, but then at the very end,
50-year-old white ladies shoulder checking each other.
White on white crime.
Seriously.
She went on to, the Spirit employee told the passenger to F off. Now, I've been in public service as well for most of my career.
Still kind of.
Yeah, and it is, I understand the want to snap, just to absolutely say what you need to say. Say what you mean to say. What does that say? Yeah.
Say what you need to say.
Yeah,
John Mayer.
Thank you, John. Andy says thank you too.
No, seriously.
But no, have you ever had any you worked in education, so your experiences were different. I know you had to deal with parents and things, but kids would kick you and things like that would happen. So you had to deal with assault all the time.
Yeah. Well, to that, I'll just speak to that real quick. That behavior is just a form of communication, with children. And then that was really hard. And you just learn not to react. And you learn that your affect can really control a situation. Now, I've talked about this before. I will talk about it again.
Talk about it.
You can't get lippy with airport people.
True.
You just can't.
Yeah.
That video was the perfect picture of the no-fly list. Now, I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened before. We don't know what happened after. But
right. We don't know what was said at the desk to the airline employee. She might have been very offended.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I don't know. But I don't know. It was just really odd.
It gave Hall monitor energy. I mean, for me, I would have probably just let it go. There's so many things that I just let go. I'm whatever. But yeah. And then that jobs are customer centric, and I just don't know how you.
Yeah. There was one.
Unless she said something about doing something violent or hurting someone.
Right. How you can
justify
not getting on her flight.
Or she was belligerent, but she didn't look like she was drunk.
No, she honestly didn't look like she was intoxicated or anything like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know what she said to this lady at the desk. Who knows?
But it was in Florida. Are we shocked?
Well, that's what I was. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no shock. No shock to me.
Florida. Oh my gosh. When we flew to St. John,
Yeah.
we had a layover in Orlando. One of the
It's
worst
something.
5 hours of my life.
It was something. It was something.
And honestly, the whole flight there. Okay, so we bought our seats. We were like basically like the first on board.
Mhm.
And Tanner, the people behind me and Tanner were like two soccer players. Like they were basically like,
Yeah.
he's gonna raise a soccer player, and they did, and they
Right.
kicked us all night because we took a night flight
Right.
from
They
Denver
were
to
little
St.
kids, and they
Mhm.
like kicked our chairs the
Oh.
whole flight.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything to the dad. Like, I mean, what could he do?
Yeah,
Literally.
what was he gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you
I'm
have two like giddy kids on a
So
plane
we
all night. What
just-
did you expect
we
to do?
just-
We grinned and bear it, but honestly,
I personally thought it was
horrible.
turbulence.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
help
needless
me
to say,
reconcile.
I hate the Florida airports were just like next level. Even like the signs they have in there, it's like, don't heckle us or you won't get on the plane.
Oh, I didn't even recall that.
Oh yeah, it's like, don't start nothing, won't be nothing kind of really vibes there.
That's
and
fair.
And I remember
always
like
bring
the
that energy.
families we saw getting on the plane, and he was like,
No.
he gave really bad vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. No, I just remember it was not my favorite either. I don't tend to remember a lot of details about, especially things that I don't love. Like, I'm not going to
Mhm.
recall like those itty bitty details unless it really stood out to me. Like, there was this one time I thought I was actually going to get punched in the face by a customer. I was working at an establishment, and they were very upset. They were very upset because the rates had changed. Like, something was different, and I legitimately thought that this man was going to punch me. Like,
Uh-huh.
that
I remember you came
energy.
home and you're like, okay, like, do I need to like get ready to block? Do I like, what am I doing?
Yeah, like his energy was unhinged. So again, who knows what that man was going through? Who knows what these ladies were going through?
Yeah.
But just try to meet people with a little kindness, because I'm Ellen now.
Ellen, she was canceled, right?
Yeah, obviously. People who purport themselves to be kind are typically not.
Right. Be kind, rewind.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think of like the airport, and also I just like, you don't hear. What I have to say is like, I've never hear anything good coming from Spirit Airlines.
True. Are they the ones with all the recent issues with the doors flying off and all of these things? Or is that someone
That
else?
was those were just like Boeing.
Boeing. Oh.
Boeing
True.
through like Southwest just had an issue with Alaska.
True.
Going to Alaska, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not going to Alaska. I don't know. Because Southwest wouldn't go to Alaska. That's LOL. But anyways, I don't know. Southwest just had an issue the other night and had to land.
Yeah, it's scary. And we fly a lot, so
yeah.
Anytime we fly, I do always like.
Uh-huh.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is, and you know what? I love flying.
Well, yeah, I would much rather take my chances and fly than drive, because you're still taking your chances.
You're always taking your chances, but one chance gets you there in like 2.5 hours, and you can buy a $6 glass of champagne that's gonna hit because of elevation, baby.
True.
And then you just fall asleep on your flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And usually they have
like if I'm not working on my flight,
a movie you can watch or something.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, last time I think we watched the finale. One time we watched the finale of Survivor. On our way home from Thanksgiving, we watched the finale of Survivor.
I tried to watch the new Hunger Games movie.
It was too long.
It was very good and long, but I didn't see the last 20 minutes of it, and I don't know where to find it now. So I'm just like, well, I don't know what happened.
Well, we can watch it on our flight when we go to.
True.
Mm-hmm.
We'll watch it then.
We have to fly in a couple weeks, so.
We do. So we'll watch it then. If this plane has Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, you never hear anything good coming out of Spirit Airlines, but honestly, this airport looks sketchy AF. The lines are just not for me.
Yeah. Something else that's not for me.
What is it for you?
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
I have to tell you people, I didn't watch this season. I've watched The Bachelor before in my life, but I haven't watched it in many years. With my mom, like often she would have it on, like folding laundry, and like it would just literally be on. So like I would watch it, you know?
Yeah.
But I've never watched like a season by myself.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't appeal to me. Like it never did. It always seemed like really kind of fake and chuggy and like whatever.
I can't say the same.
Right. No, it speaks to other people.
I haven't watched it in a few years, and I didn't watch The Golden Bachelor, but I heard really good reviews about it. But it looks like something bad happened.
My mom's gonna be so sad about this
news. I know. We honestly need to call Esty.
I know. The Golden Bachelors, Teresa Nist. I don't know how you say her last name.
Nist.
Her and Jerry are getting divorced after 3 months of marriage.
Are you shook?
No, and actually, there was an insider, a source that spoke and said it was never going to work anyways. They knew that. They had it. What I kind of gathered from the article is they couldn't settle on a place to be.
Uh-huh.
They both have adult children that they're kind of like involved with in some capacity. I don't know if they're like taking care of the grandchildren, like whatever that looks like for them, each of them. But one of them lives in New Jersey. I believe she lives in New Jersey and he lived in Indiana. Yes, because that's where he filed for divorce. Yeah. So they had looked at homes in New Jersey. They had also looked at homes in South Carolina. I was like, question mark?
Ew.
Could never be me.
Watch out
And
for that
somewhere
cult.
else, anyways, they weren't able to like procure a home. And like they
Yeah.
weren't able, and so like I think that was like what they kind of boiled it down to as like being the biggest reason for their separation.
Well, here's the thing.
What?
They're 70 years old.
Yeah,
Just live in two different spots. Y'all can still be married. Who cares?
true.
Just fly back and forth to see each other. I don't know if they have money like that, but get some brand deals with some flights. Old people have to start flying again. Like,
It's bad for their lymphatics or for like their bodies though to fly that much when they're old. So I don't know, but sure.
me neither.
Like like blood, like
Yeah.
circulation and vessels and those things.
Absolutely.
It's really not
Or they
ideal.
can rent a car. Enterprise will pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree. Like they could have made it work and been long distance and FaceTimed. I wouldn't say fly every week because it's probably not for them. They're a little elderly, but
also, like, I don't know, at 70 years old, like, I'm just not wasting my time of like, okay, if you're not going to commit to me, then bye, see you.
No,
like, if
this
you don't
makes
want to
the
come
most
and live in New
sense.
Jersey with me,
Yeah,
and you want to stay in Indiana, honestly, I would pick New Jersey over Indiana, I think, any day of the week.
totally.
Yeah.
No,
I've
it
seen
makes
some
the
nice
most.
homes in New Jersey.
Yes, same. It makes the most sense for them to kind of end things if they're not going to like move forward and like find a place together. But one thing that doesn't make any sense to me, like I can't rack my brain around, other than the fact that she signed a contract.
Yeah.
Teresa has to give back the $40,000 Neil Lang diamond.
That's ridiculous. The whole contract piece of that is like some BS because you know what? $40,000 is nothing to $1 million conglomerate.
Well,
Who cares?
and
They
40
went on and she risked her like whole persona on the show. Give her $40K. It's like her winnings.
Agreed. And like over 3 months, that's not much. Like she had to be with this man married for 3 months and then do all this press with him before. So like she's been with him for probably at least a year. She deserves a that's a $40,000 ring, a $200,000 ring.
Yeah, I'm like, give this lady her money. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was stupid. Bachelor, you could do better. ABC, you're like a billionaire company. Like ABC runs The Bachelor.
It's like all Disney too.
Yeah, and then it's owned by Disney, which is a conglomerate also of this and this and this and this.
It's
and
all shell companies.
$40,000. Like, who cares? Let her keep the ring. That is so stupid.
Yeah, I was upset that she has to give back the ring.
Yeah, and I'm just like, 40K is like a lot to us, right?
Of course, if someone gave us 40K, kiss their individual toes.
Yeah, but it's just 40K.
Right, no, for sure.
Just 40K. Like, they could do without.
They would be fine.
Oh, stupid.
Something else that's dumb.
What?
Oh, well, not dumb. Something else that I also never watched. That's what I meant to say. I said dumb. You said dumb, and that got me confused. Something else that I also never watched. The Talk.
The Talk.
Yeah. But The Talk is coming to a close after 15 seasons. They've been on our TVs for 14 years, 15 seasons.
Are these the hosts currently?
These are the current hosts, yes.
Interesting.
I know her in the middle. And Jerry O'Connell, sure. He'll probably go and do something with Bravo or try to come up with a podcast. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be on Radio Andy like yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. He's there all the time, I think, anyways.
Yeah. No. Well, you know what?
What?
I didn't know this was... You know what I first thought this story was? The View. I was like, The View is canceled. That is crazy. What is that lady with red hair gonna do?
Oh, Joy.
Yeah,
Joy
what
Bear.
is Joy? Yeah, Bashir.
Bear, I think her name is.
Yeah,
Bear.
Bashir. That's Andy Bashir.
Yeah. No. But yeah.
I was like, what's Joy gonna do? Like, literally, I have no idea who these people are.
This definitely came after The View. I think it's kind of like they took their formula and like tried to do something similar with The Talk at a different network.
Yeah.
And it lasted for 14 years. So like,
I mean this with
congrats.
all
due respect. You know this lady in the middle.
I don't.
You don't? She's so funny. I love her. I can't think of her name. Does it tell me?
Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl is hilarious. I've seen her on like TLC or somewhere before. I'll have to Google her later. But
when
Cheryl
I look
is
at that,
LOL funny. She's a comedian to me. Like she is someone that I could just like, she could say one word and like I'm on the floor in a puddle of tears. Like just the iteration, like everything, just the way she delivers the line, it's all just go.
Well, I love that.
Yeah.
They all kind of to me right now look like they're like a bunch of dolls, like standing around, like old.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I'm like, they just look like dolls here. I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after 14 years, they're saying, "Me gotta go."
I think the most famous person that was on the show to me was probably though Sharon Osbourne.
I do remember Sharon Osbourne on the show. Oh, Jilly Chin was on the show.
Chin. Well, I don't talk to her.
Julie Chen Munez.
That's
Remember, she took that say because she doubled down when these allegations came out against her husband that had to do with SA. She doubled down, and on Big Brother, all of a sudden, she just went from saying Julie Chin to like episode 13 of 6 years ago. She just started putting her last name in there, and we're like, oh, Julie's doubling down. Got it.
Yeah.
I remember Sarah Gilbert. She was in Roseanne.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like childhood. That's like my Nick at Night.
I think I just think of Sharon Osbourne. She's almost just like a reality TV queen to me because she started it. Yeah,
right. Like she's part of like
she's part of pop culture.
The OG like beginning of time of reality TV.
Love her or hate her, love her, hate the family. She is part of pop culture. They are part of pop culture.
They are. And you know what? Kelly did all those things with Joan.
They've all said some really dumb things. Let's be honest. That's honestly why she got fired. But it is what it is.
Why'd she get fired?
I think maybe like racist things. And Kelly, she was on The View and she said some wild, whenever she was actually on The View, similar to the talk, like we already mentioned, she said something about like something also racist. I'm not going to get into it because I don't know. But yeah, so the talk is over with, but maybe we'll just like take their audience.
Yeah, come on over.
That's all we could hope for.
Come on over, baby.
If you are missing the talk, come and have a listen.
On the couple's couch.
Yeah.
Duh. I mean, we give better takes.
Well, obviously. Our last story.
Dr. Wendy.
Yeah.
Her home was burglarized while on vacation. Birkins and jewelry were stolen. That's the headline. Oof. What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, that's horrible to be robbed, like whenever, period. Let me just say that, obviously. Yeah. Hello. But especially whenever you're like on vacation, trying to like live your life, like you're relaxing, you're trying to like escape, and then you come home to this horrible thing. Like, that's tragic. Yeah, it is tragic. And like, you know, she like, it seems like she handled it well. Just like, you know, like the majority of the things were like material things and they can always be like replaced. Of course. Like I guess that probably is the better time for it to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, God forbid, poor boy. Yeah. It never happens to us. But like, if it did, I wouldn't want to be present for it. Yeah. You don't want to be present. And like, honestly, like Dorit Kinsley. Right. And well, like, I'm not condoning this ever, but like Wendy probably can like repurchase those items, or sometimes people get like burglarized and like they don't have any back cash or extra funds. And so like, this is horrible. Yeah. It shouldn't happen. But I like the way she like just said, like, you know, they were just material things. At the end of the day, they can be replaced, which is true. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad she wasn't hurt. She probably can replace them. So that's good. But or maybe some of them are insured. Who knows? But yeah. No, I would hope. Like, would you insure a Birkin bag? Can you insure a Birkin bag? It's property. Well, I guess I would if I had one. Like, why or do you just like? Is it under homeowners insurance? I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Have to reach out when we get a Birkin. I will find out. I'm gonna call Kyle and say, "Hi, Kyle. How many Birkins do you have insured? And like, who's your policy through? Is it like a good neighbor? State Farm is there? Like, Jake, is this you? Or is this like Allstate? Are you in good hands? Like, because the Birkin's in your hand. Like, I don't know." Speaking of Birkins, I saw a few weeks ago Kim Kardashian. Oh, there's also this conspiracy theory while we're here about the Kardashians that they're strapped for cash. Have you heard this at all on TikTok? Because sometimes your TikTok conspiracies pop off for you. No, I have not heard that they're strapped for cash, but like, it wouldn't shock me. The reason that they're stating is a few weeks ago, Kylie was having an event allegedly, and she put out this big order. Sprinter? I believe probably for like Sprinter or something that she had launched, maybe her new perfume, who knows? And then like had the order canceled right before the event because like they didn't have the funds for the party. Then Kris Jenner was like, and this seemed like a reach to me. They were like talking about, she was saying like she can't take all her kids out and do grandkids and do nice things for them because she has 13. And like, I'm like, when you're a billionaire, like y'all just don't understand how much money that is. Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't seem like they're strapped for cash to me, but who knows? Maybe it was just like she canceled the order because like the projected sales were not going to be there. Yeah. Or like the party maybe literally got canceled. Or like
yeah, there's just so many things. Or like she canceled it and she went for the cheaper thing because the Kardashians are like that. Like they're about their bottom line at the end of the day. And so what if she like did the order and then found somebody else to do it cheaper? Because I did see a story on TikTok about Kylie reaching out to this like lady that makes these beautiful cakes in like LA, California somewhere. And she was like, yeah, I'll make you one. I can do this. Like I can rush, blah, blah, blah. And then like she has Kylie do it. And then like,
Kylie had her do it, yeah. Make
like,
the cake.
and then like canceled on her and like had the cake made like by somebody else, like used like her same inspired design.
Yeah. Well, they say a lot of like Kylie's clothes are like other people's designs and things. So like they tend to do that. Like if they're listening to this podcast, they're taking all our material. I'm upset. Chris, call us, pay us. Don't take our stuff.
Call me Chrissy Poo.
Come on, we can be family.
I know. I'm like,
we'll change our tune about you.
I know. I'm like, what? I've drank in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Gulp, gulp.
Yeah. We've done it once before. We can do it again.
I'm gonna be bought.
Certainly. I don't know if she's strapped for cash. I don't know, but
yeah, well, that's fair. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's my little conspiracy that I've recently heard. Do you have any good conspiracies cooking?
People are really annoyed with the torture poets department for like not having like any merch, not having anything like that, only just like the 14 variants of her like albums, and how she hasn't done like any press. Like some of the Swifties are like confused. They're like, what are we doing?
What are your thoughts? Like, why do you think that's happening? Because of the Billie Eilish?
No, because she's still selling her. We still got emails last night that said only 5 hours to shop. Like don't miss out. Like it's not the Billie Eilish of it. It's just like I don't know if she wanted to make anything.
Okay.
Just plain and simple.
She's
just like part of me is like, yeah, put out some merch, like put out this, like you're doing like media, like
right.
I like love that.
Yeah.
And also like what's a shirt gonna do? Like honestly, I feel like she'll just like release it. I don't know when she'll do it, but she'll do something. But it's just like I don't care enough. And after like watching that fast fashion documentary and knowing Taylor makes hers like probably like in those same spots, like
well, I mean, of course, probably.
And I love my Taylor Swift merch, but this last one like has some people have said their merch has been really bad.
Okay.
Like really cheap, really poorly made, like ripping easily. So yeah.
Yeah.
I say don't do it. I say lay off.
You know who also has a really poor quality, and they're still on my like hit list?
Who?
Talentless. There are Talentless. They literally told me what
Talentless.
they were. Okay, let me also break this down. I'm dumb because they told me who they were and I bought from them. So I'm the dummy here. However, Scott Disick's brand, Talentless, he had some stuff like on Instagram like it's been like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah,
it's been a couple of years.
And it was like Instagram, like sets, and like it was before like Abercrombie and other places were really doing sets.
Yeah.
And like I really wanted this sweat set, so I bought it from him. Within a day, it ripped in the arm. I sent pictures. They were like, literally, you've worn it. Nothing we can do.
Yeah, nothing we can do.
So their customer care, they don't care.
They don't care.
Just much like that Spirit airline lady.
Yeah, she was just like, okay, I'm taking your thing and I'm
keeping it on. She said, F you too. That's what Scott Disick said to me whenever I told him his clothes ripped.
And it was like expensive.
No, it was over I spent over $200 on this sweat. I was corporately employed at the time, like unhinged, but it's okay.
Paying for an apartment, like all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. And so that was wild. But I will say, like, I love all of my Skims stuff.
Oh, Skims is different now. I even want to try some of the men's stuff. Like Kimberly, if you're listening again, hi Chris, send us some.
No, seriously, I love my Skims.
I would love to try your tanks. I love a tank. Your underwear, I don't care. I'll try it all.
I do want more of like the shirts and stuff, but I love like my Skims bras and underwear.
I'll put it on my OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans, baby.
Yeah. Well, on that note, should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up. Hello.
Hi.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Couple Sketch Podcast, where we give you information on a daily basis. Sure. That's what I got for you now.
A weekday.
I don't know. Yeah, weekday, baby.
Weekday.
Anyways, that's all I have.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Also, follow us on Instagram. We're on TikTok at the Couples Couch Podcast. You can find us on any platform and listen to our podcast there. Thanks so much for listening. We love you.
Bye. Struggling.